The story begins with a notorious thief named Diabolik, who one night decides to break into a jewelry company owned by a man named Arminus. Inside the building was the most valuable crown in the entire country. Luckily for Diabolik, the job seemed easy. Only one guard had been assigned to protect the crown. The rest of the security team was busy playing cards in another room. As soon as Diabolik entered the building, he silently knocked out the lone guard and made his way straight to the secure vault. But the moment he stepped inside, the security alarm blared. The guards rushed to the scene, but when they tried unlocking the door, they realized something odd. Diabolik had jammed the lock from the inside. By the time they got in, it was too late. Diabolik had already stolen the crown and escaped using a paraglider. He landed smoothly on top of a moving car, driven by his partner in crime and girlfriend, Eva. Together, they disappeared into the night with the priceless treasure. The following evening, Arminus Company hosted a grand jewelry exhibition, showcasing their rarest and most exquisite pieces. To create a buzz, 5 stunning supermodels were hired to perform a dazzling dance while wearing the jewels. The crowd was spellbound. Everyone secretly wished they could own one of those breathtaking items. Security was intense. Police officers were stationed throughout the hall to prevent Diabolik from striking again. Just as the performance was about to end, the lights went out. One of the guards quickly escorted the models to a safe room, but the room was actually the back of a truck, and the officer who locked them in. He wasn't a cop at all. It was Diabolik in disguise, wearing a police mask. Once the truck was on the road, Diabolik revealed his identity and forced the models to hand over the jewels. Then, he left them stranded on a deserted highway. But here's the twist. Those weren't just models. They were undercover agents. Their leader, Agent Burov, immediately contacted her superior, Officer Ginkgo, a man who had spent half his life trying to capture Diabolik. Turns out the entire jewelry show was a trap. The jewels were embedded with GPS trackers. All the police had to do now was follow the signals straight to Diabolik's secret hideout. Meanwhile, Diabolik and Eva returned to their hidden lair inside a mountain cavern. They celebrated, thinking the mission was a complete success. Eva even suggested they go on a vacation. But Diabolik was already plotting his next heist. The GPS trackers led Ginkgo and his team to the mountain, but all they saw was a solid rock wall. Ginkgo ordered his team to place explosives. When the blast cleared, a narrow tunnel was revealed. It led straight to Diabolik's hideout. Watching the security cameras, Diabolik and Eva quickly escaped through a hidden tunnel, leaving their stolen loot behind. While fleeing, Eva's foot got stuck between 2 rocks. She called out to Diabolik, but as Ginkgo's team got closer, Diabolik left her behind and ran. Heartbroken, Eva freed herself and jumped off a cliff into the river, barely escaping. Inside the hideout, the police found a massive stash of stolen goods: gold, rare paintings, luxury jewels, and a map that led to another secret location. It was an old building where Diabolik used to craft masks for his disguises. Ginkgo warned his team not to touch anything. "Diabolik will come back," he said. In the next scene, we meet Lady Althea, the Queen of Wallenberg, and Ginkgo's girlfriend. She asked him about marriage, but Ginkgo refused. He couldn't think of settling down until Diabolik was caught. Althea understood and invited him to her upcoming party, where she would wear her most precious necklace. That night, Diabolik broke into his old hideout and overheard guards talking. When Officer Roller took over duty, Diabolik opened the basement entrance. Roller fired at him, but his bullets were useless. A thick glass wall stood between them. By the time the team arrived, Roller was unconscious, and Diabolik had stolen the mask-making machine. Later, Ginkgo received an unexpected phone call. It was Ava. She offered to help the police capture Diabolik in exchange for immunity and safe passage out of the country. Though Ginkgo didn't trust her, his superiors agreed to the deal. Secretly, Ginkgo had a plan. They would trace Eva's location during the call. When Ava called again, Ginkgo kept her talking long enough for the police to reach the area. But Ava spotted them just in time and escaped through a hidden tunnel. Once again, Ginkgo failed. Then, Agent Elena made a shocking discovery. One bracelet from the stolen jewels was missing. Ginkgo realized Ava might be wearing it, and if so, they could still track her using the embedded GPS chip. The signal was traced, and Officer Roller reached her location first. Ava overpowered him, stole his gun, and escaped in a police car. Even worse, Roller had taken the bracelet off her, breaking the GPS signal. Ginkgo's superiors were furious. One more mistake, they warned, and he'd be removed from the case. Out of options, Ginkgo finally decided to team up with Ava. He sent her a secret message through the newspaper. When they met, Ava revealed her plan. They'd spread a rumor that the stolen loot was being moved to a secure facility. Diabolik would definitely come for it. The real loot would be hidden in a rundown van, while a heavily guarded truck would serve as a decoy. When Diabolik chased the wrong truck, they would trap him in a tunnel and arrest him. Ginkgo agreed. He visited Althea and told her he couldn't attend the party, but would send his best officer to protect her necklace. The mission began. Commando teams were briefed. Surprisingly, Roller volunteered to drive the real loot van, hoping to redeem himself. Elena protested, but he insisted. The convoy hit the road. As the trucks entered the tunnel, someone blocked the exit and released thick smoke. In the confusion, officers saw a shadowy figure and opened fire, but it was only a wax dummy. Back at the party, when Althea went to wear her necklace, it was gone. The final twist unraveled. Roller was actually Diabolik in disguise. Eva had posed as Althea's makeup artist to steal the necklace during her prep. Flashbacks revealed Diabolik's master plan. He left Eva behind earlier just to gain Ginkgo's trust in her. He had killed the real Roller and taken his place. In the end, Diabolik outsmarted them all. Ginkgo lost the loot, the necklace, and his last chance at justice. Meanwhile, Diabolik and Ava vanished to a new city, ready to start a new life and plan their next big move. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more thrilling tales like this one.